blame on me.
Was that good? It's Tuesday?
It's Tuesday night. Dungeons and
Dragons!
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sorry, dude. You should have seen.
Not Christy one-upping me.
On.
Oh no. We're getting an escalation is what we're doing. We're ramping it up. Let's
Bring it up.
there's a challenge.
Pump it up. No.
Let's go. And it wouldn't be a stream without somebody being muted.
Should we just make a shirt that says "fucking oh yes"?
No, it needs to be a hat that says you're muted so that you can see.
You're muted.
But like on the underside of the bill, you know?
Yeah.
There we go.
So that it reads you're muted.
How is this?
I love it.
Can you hear
That's
me
brilliant.
now?
And
Take
Bill
two.
too. I love it.
Oh my god, I
And
love
action.
Well, as you can tell by what my friend said, I did happen to say, "Welcome to Reality Break 20," where we take a break from the real world to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
We
Again?
all said,
We are all hyped
Dungeons
up.
and Dragons.
We have some awesome stuff to tell you, to show you. We're back in full swing into my campaign, which is super hyping for me.
Dude, that was so metal.
So metal.
He is metal.
I used to be in a garage band
That's so awesome.
Nice.
That makes
way back in the day.
sense.
So, as our customary technical difficulties hopefully have been fixed, we still have some new shiny stuff going on at Tony's house from our partners over at Hexwoods. You want to show off your box, Tony?
Yes, so I dove in and went to hexwoodcreations.com. That's also ko-fi.com. You can also go check them out on TikTok. And I purchased this lovely dice box. The magnets are ridiculously strong. Like you see how much this box moves when look at that. Boom. Like that is, there is no effing around when it comes to the magnets on that thing. And what's great is if you don't feel like buying the dice box, first off, that is your prerogative, but I feel really bad for you. But there are way other options out there available. There's signs, there's dice towers, there's other knickknacks, and he's if you follow him on TikTok, he's a really funny guy, really cool guy. And if you go to hexwoodcreations.com, use the code RB20, that's Romeo Bravo 20, you get 5% off your purchase. Which, hey, who doesn't love saving a little money these days, especially for a high quality product? And he has into stock stuff, he has customization options, all kinds of stuff. It's really great. So once again, it's hexwoodcreations.com and use code RB20, Romeo Bravo 20 at checkout.
And look at our gorgeous collaborators, partners, panel, whatever we decided to call it, down there with some beautiful art again made by Dee. Check out our beautiful about page. It's looking pretty snazzy. Now,
He's
I don't
talented.
know if Dee or Christy wanted to talk about it, but there's a new alert. We have a new partnership.
Do you want to do it, Christy, or do you want me to do it?
I can do it. So we recently finalized a partnership with Dragon's Nest Delivery, which is the website, dragonsnestdelivery.com, I want to say. It's down in our link tree at that partners page again. But Dragon's Nest Delivery is a monthly subscription service of D&D goodies. And that includes dice, which I love me some dice. I always need more. It's never enough. Never enough dice.
Never enough.
The other thing that it comes with is minis. It comes with snacks.
Ooh.
And the fun part is that it comes with a one-shot that is themed to the month sometimes. So we did get those as a digital download already. And the November box is Thanksgiving themed. There's a Thanksgiving festival, and then shenanigans apparently ensue at the Thanksgiving festival. It also came with a new character class, which is really cool. And it also came with some music, some copyright-free music.
Wow.
For your sessions. So
Pretty
it came with a
solid.
lot of stuff, and
Jam-packed.
I haven't even gotten the box yet. That's just the digital stuff that I got already. So you can set up a subscription and get a new box every month, and then be watching. My box is in the mail.
Yes.
I'll do an and maybe show off some stuff here, depending on when I get it. But if you use code RealityBreak on their website, you can get 15% off your purchase, and also lets them know that you came from us. And it's a really cool. There's some really cool stuff. I'm so excited to get the box. It's going to be fun. So so go check out Dragon's Nest Delivery at our link down below and use code RealityBreak.
Yeah, let's go.
That is amazing. I'm so excited. That's way more stuff even than I realized.
Oh yeah. To add on, you can do a one-time purchase as well.
Yes.
You do not have to do a monthly subscription.
Oh, nice.
You do save a little bit of money if you do the monthly subscription.
Yeah.
You can just purchase one, see if you like it, and then, of course, sign up for the monthly subscription because you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. Now,
Let's go.
Claire, would you like to tell the good people how they can help capture the best moments of our stream?
Well, I must tell you, you can use clips. Clips are a very useful tool for capturing memorable or funny moments, or if you just want to look back and laugh at us again, at a certain moment, you can do that too. That's what clips are for, but make sure you give it a title, otherwise we'll just ignore it and throw it away. But yes,
No,
give it a title
Claire
so
will
we
do
know what.
that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, so we know what it's about, and that way we can make sure as well that it's not some accidental clip, and yours may be featured on our TikTok or on our YouTube,
Sorry, my dice
and
is
you can
running
brag
away.
about it to all of your friends in our Discord, which I think Bill is very excited to tell us about.
Ooh, that is a segue. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm more fired up about that than even the Dragon's Nest delivery. That was a brilliant segue. Well done.
Because Discord's awesome, and we have one. You should check it out.
Done.
Done.
And scene.
So excited. No, you should definitely go check out the break room. We do have a Discord on there. We have all kinds of memes and wonderful goodness on there. We also do a lot of funny things. We're just our regular going back and forth on here. You can also catch some of that on there as well. Don't miss out on that. Definitely check us out on the break room for Reality Break.
You're
Thank
such an
you.
announcer.
I love your announcer voice. It's very good. And we also have our awesome fast-growing TikTok that we are going live on every other week or so. It's a new thing that we're kind of testing the waters of. That's been really cool that we get to do now. And Christy has been spearheading that and doing an amazing job. We have our YouTube up there where all the reruns now are exclusively on YouTube. We are also looking at simultaneously streaming to YouTube, so we don't have to separately upload. So if you are interested in being some of the first to get notifications on that, follow us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, get in on that stuff. And is there anything else I'm forgetting?
I think that's cool.
Give
Well
Dominic a lizard.
Give Dominic a lizard. Do. We're halfway there.
Well, we should probably
Well-
clarify this now, because I'm trying to actually make the purchase on Dragon's Nest, and the code's not working.
Okay, we will.
Did you capitalize both reality and break?
Correct. Is there a space?
No, it's just reality break, but the B is capitalized.
Yep. And it says discount code is not valid for the items in your cart.
Is that a single box or a subscription?
That's a subscription.
Okay, try a single box. Okay, we will workshop it and get back to you on the details, folks.
There we go.
But either way, check it out. Use our code, and we will figure out what's going on with that. Also, Hexwoods, amazing dice boxes, expandable dice boxes.
Yep.
Very, very
Yeah,
cool.
I'm getting an insert for mine because with my Dragon's Nest delivery, I'm going to be getting more dice.
The
And
fact
so
that they
therefore
send
I
you
need more
minis and
space.
dice and stuff like that, that's stinking cool.
The minis is pretty cool. Yeah.
Mhm,
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Well, with all this exciting things to talk about, we also have another exciting thing that is still new for most of us, except for those that made it, Christy and Jeff. Let us get ready to get into the world of Ocerrya and do the thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Welcome
It might just be-
back.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
And did I unmute everything? Did I do it properly?
No.
I think I did. I'm unmuted. You're unmuted. We're all unmuted. Yay!
Yeah.
Hey, what I miss?
We all scream
What I
for
missed.
being unmuted.
All right.
I'm screaming.
I just
'cause
was
I'm
looking back at
rolling
my
like
notes from
Christy
last
tonight.
week, and I forgot how unhinged I got with my note taking.
Right?
Because of the dream sequence. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like scribbles and arrows and like I was like,
you
that's
were
right,
channeling
That's
how
right.
Ashrin was reacting.
Yeah.
So that's all you were doing.
pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when last we left our adventurers, it was a very busy afternoon into the evening and night. Roland had a discussion with his wife about the piece of armor that was found, and that this means he needs to get involved and find out what's going on and what happened to Miro. And Olga closed down her shop, had some self-musings about the fact that there might be a future in this and a way to get out from under the thumb of the Black Sails without losing everything she has worked for. Dominic was going over the letter from his mother and also settling down at the Longbeard household. Ramasha attempted to break into the Longbeard household, but didn't, I think. And at bedtime, when everyone went to bed, our friend Ashrin met a deeply connected being in her dreams in a gorgeous Indian owl? Indian eagle owl? Is that what you had said it was? Which might be frozen.
I believe it's
what it
eagle owl.
resembles.
Yes, resembles
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
Indian eagle owl, but has purple eyes. sort of connected to her spirit, and then had not a nice dream, sort of from the perspective of a servant to a very cold and calculated elven woman, who shared some news, was not pleased with the news, and the servant was dismissed from the room, which seemed to have some bad consequences.
She was dismissed from existence.
Pretty much, yeah.
And as Christy had said, her notes devolved into chaos. And Ashrin had woken to write notes similar to that in her own journal.
She was on fire. Her pencil on her paper was making smoke signals.
Check out
Probably.
our rerun to see that dream. Especially if you get interested in depending on how much Ashrin shares of her dream. But I believe, unless I missed anything, I believe that is where we left off. It was the next day, I think.
Yeah, we left off breakfast where she had come in and told everyone about the dream. That's pretty much where we left off.
All right. And, okay, so, yeah, that's right, because Ramasha had showed up early instead of breaking in at night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was Dominic's birthday.
Ah,
Yep.
yes, and it was Dominic's birthday. Today or yesterday?
Well, it's
Today.
still today because
morning,
like
yeah.
I think we wrapped up like right after breakfast.
All right.
So
I was just trying to give Dominic his birthday wax.
His birthday what?
Wax.
wax.
That sounded.
Wax.
Baps.
wax.
Birthday baps.
Baps, bro, Baps. You're not waxing me. I'm not the cat. I'm not Harry. I'm a 15-year-old boy.
Well,
look
you
like
might
a wax
still.
cat.
Yeah, you're definitely not Harry then.
I'm sorry. I'm a 16-year-old boy.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Practically a man.
Oh, that's right. And actually, I think it was either Ashrin or Roland that had helped Dominic read the note the night before. It must have been
I think it was
Roland. Then.
Roland.
Yeah.
It was Roland,
'Cause
yeah.
Ashrin
Yeah,
came
yeah,
home.
it was me. And then I had pulled Ashrin aside and said, like, let's go through like what you wrote down and try to hash out like historical context and all that.
Mhm. Okay.
I'm
Alright,
no
we'll
longer
take it
8
away,
foot tall and
players.
bulletproof. I'm officially 9 foot tall.
Basically. All right. So are we picking up like right after breakfast, or where would you like us to start?
That
Oh,
we can
fearless leader.
We can start right there, or if you want to fast forward to going to do something else. I think that we kind of left off because it was late. So
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess at that point, what Roland would be doing with Ashrin is just saying hand over the journal. Let's read through this together, and walk over to my bookcase where I have all of my journals for my adventuring. And seeing like, all right, well, let's see what you wrote down, see what I can dig up in my old library here, and see if we can start connecting some dots.
Before I metagame, did Olga say when she got that shipment with the armor?
yes,
She's
sorry, go
a
ahead.
few weeks ago,
Yeah.
I have it written down a few weeks ago.
and she said her next
I'm-
one isn't going to be for another couple weeks, I think.
Okay, Ramasha's definitely have a conversation.
I
All
didn't-
right.
Olga's not
I
there.
wrote it down.
Olga or Roland?
Olga.
Bill.
Oh yeah, Roland. Roland's gonna.
Oh, Roland. I
Roland.
heard Olga.
Okay.
No, not
Yeah,
I was
Olga.
like, bro, she's not there.
Olga can't come to the phone right now.
Please leave a message after the beep.
All right, but yes, I have ideas for that too, actually.
Dominic is
Alright.
just going to go talk to Natasha about what exactly he should be expecting from Roland with the speech about birthdays.
I mean, becoming a
Ah.
man.
Okay, so she's sort of cleaning breakfast dishes with Ruby. Or no, she probably meets Ruby at the store. Or no, we did just establish it was Ruby that lives with you and not Ogden. So yeah, she's there cleaning up the breakfast dishes, so kind of follow her into the kitchen.
It's Olga Din.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be an actual, like, played out
Okay.
chat.
Okay,
I
that's
was just saying, like, I'm just going to go off and talk to Natasha.
Okay, got it.
Natasha.
Natasha!
Natasha. Something like that.
So Dominic helps
Um,
clear the table with Natasha, and she's like, "Oh, I'll get you a bowl of fruit for your birthday."
Fruit. I mean, fruit.
There we go.
Puts the accent on.
Must pretend I'm in character.
Let me put
All
my
right,
accent
so-
on that fruit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so at this point, like, I'm reading through the journal, and the stuff that she wrote down and explained based on the dream, would I be rolling a history check to see if I can start connecting any dots or trigger anything?
Okay, so
Or
you
or would
want
I
to make
not
a general
be able to
history
do
check
that?
to if you recognize anything?
Yeah, I mean, because obviously with my adventures, I travel around a lot, so what I would assume is I would start leafing through my books to see if there's anything that I could connect to what she wrote down and explained about, maybe I spent a decade somewhere in a vicinity that sounds familiar to what she's explaining, kind of thing,
Okay, go ahead and make a history check.
Alrighty. Hold on. I didn't test beforehand which one I'm going to use. Ooh, I'm going to use that one then. Yeah. Why weren't you the roll that I chose you on? 11 plus 5 for 16.
Okay.
Still not bad.
Yeah. So, for a general, do you see anything that connects to things you investigated and such? I would say, from what you and I have discussed, that nothing stands out other than the fact that that name, Feywind, that she has shown you on her ring that you mentioned before, is the name of the or used to be the name of the monarchy like 1,000 years ago in Emerald Shores, and the city used to have a different name too. You can make a separate check to see if you remember the old name.
Okay.
If
I
you
will
want
do that
to.
then, please. Thank you. Yeah. And I'm leafing through all that and going, man, I thought I spent some time somewhere that sounds familiar, but all I keep remembering is that favorite name.
Because I don't think you've been to the other continent. You've been to Claris, the southern continent.
I've been to Claris,
Yeah.
no, but I've not been across the big ocean.
Yeah.
That is a lot better. 16 plus 5 for 21.
Boom.
Nice. All right, so you are able to kind of leafing through your books and seeing the mention of that Feywind name reminds you of when the city used to be called Mealu. So myth like a myth, and
Yeah.
Myalu.
All right.
Which is an elven term, basically for the city of Emerald Shores.
I was going to say, what does that translate to into Elven when I know that?
Legendary cat. Myth meow.
Well, then I just have to call it the Ramasha City, because Ramasha is a legendary kitty.
I am the legendary cat. Meow.
Hurry up, meow.
And
So are you looking up? Okay, sorry.
Oh, so that it literally in common translates to the city of Emerald Shores.
Okay. Right.
That's what you had heard about it.
Sure.
And that it was about 1,000 years ago that they had changed the name.
And the name, they changed the name when the monarchy took over?
The monarchy has ruled all along. The monarch family changed their name. There was some big thing that happened. Okay, I'll say you can make one more history check, and if you nail
Let's
it,
go.
yeah.
Ooh, define nailing.
Like a 20. I'll give you
Like
the detail that you know the detail.
Like a nat,
'cause,
like a nat 20 or the DC's 20?
what's your bonus?
Plus
5.
You need a nat 20.
Guess what? We're gonna be using that inspiration. If you got it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's dumb of me to use it, but why not?
No, hey, it's You can
That's
always get
swing and a
more.
miss.
Swing and a miss.
All right.
Swing
And I got a 19.
Okay, now that's very close. So you know that there was something big that happened, something to do with a marriage, as often monarchies do.
Sure.
But you weren't involved in the direct things, but you could probably end up, at least getting word
I
out
heard.
to find out someone who might know a little more, kind of thing.
Sure. And Christy's frozen face
Looks like
really
she's
makes it
fine.
look like she's condescending
Yeah.
me really hard. She's like,
It really does.
How come that's the thing that I heard? I haven't heard the last 5 minutes
no.
of conversation.
Okay. So did you hear the original name of the city, Christy?
Something about meow. What?
Yes.
Nope, that's all you need to know. That is literally all that you need to know.
no, this will allow me to role play it out. This will allow me to role play it out. This is perfect.
Bet.
It's perfect.
Okay, good.
All right.
It'll work
so-
perfectly until you become a robot again, and then we'll see.
Okay, everyone be quiet.
Go.
So
I
it's just them.
just
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Country internet.
No.
All right, so I've got her journal scribbled down, and I grab a couple books and I'm leafing through them. And I said, well, the area that the castle is kind of explained in doesn't really make any sense. But and I grab a different book and I pull it down. And I go, but I do know that the city that from the area that your ring is from, used to be called Meowmouth. That was the old name. The old name that goes back even before I was born. I think I might have heard a story about it, and I grabbed a different book, and I'm like, that might have been a story my grandpappy even told me back in the day. Now, I don't exactly remember why they changed their name. There was some big mess of a situation that happened. I don't remember if it was somebody died, somebody insulted somebody else, I don't know the details of that, but there was some big event that happened in that kingdom that necessitated them changing their name.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And satisfaction
Well,
brought him
that's-
back.
not super helpful.
No.
Because I think you told me about the Feywind stuff already, but I mean,
Yeah. Well, I
I
hadn't
was
remembered.
hoping at least other names.
Yeah, well, and I am sorry about that, kiddo. I know, I've been around a lot, don't get me wrong, but, it's hard to remember. It's hard to take down everything when you're as well-traveled as I was.
That's
and
fair.
still am, to a certain extent. But hey, I think the Meowmouth, that can be a lead for something, because that could be a name that you can check. And if people know that name, then they might have a better idea of what happened way back when. Maybe ask that. I kind of grimace at us for a second. That mythical, magical friend of yours, and I'm not talking about the owl. She might.
Yeah, that was on my list as well. I
I'm
don't
not
want
a
to
fan
talk
of
to her,
her.
but
hey,
Can you
somebody as powerful as that may have more insight than me.
Can you
maybe.
both make an
don't know.
insight check?
a what kind of check?
Insight.
Insight.
Hearing.
Thank you.
Can you spell the city again?
Yes. Myth, MYTH, and then MYALU.
That wasn't great. Can
I got a
Can I-
15.
15.
and I got a 13.
Okay.
I got 13.
Okay. So 15. You're kind of like, even though not feeling like, Roland has answers for you on the actual names, given what he's talking about and kind of going back to the context of the conversation, it seems like they were referring to someone on someone on the either in royalty or on the periphery kind of thing, like because they were saying lord and things like that. So if not,
so they were referencing that the crazy immortal elf was, and that also possibly my father was.
The servant was referring to the elf lady as lady, and they referred to the other person by two different names, but Lord. She started with Lord Vladimir. And so with the way that Roland has been talking about it, and sort of like from his little nudgings, it seems like if it's not directly connected to a royal family very close to Emerald Shores, it's somewhere on those peripheries because of the way they're referring. Like, people who are rich don't get called lord. They're people who are in royalty use those terms still, kind of thing.
Yeah. And so I kind of start putting my books back, and I say, and this might be something that, the more we travel around, when we get out there, the more we start by be able to put some pieces together, just like with Dominic and his whole situation.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured as well. But I don't really want to go all the way to Emerald Shores without knowing anything, so hopefully we can pick up some more information in other places.
Right. And I kind of clasp her on the shoulder and I say, hey, we've gotten more information in the last few days than we've had in the last 6 years prior to that. So be proud of the progress you're making, kiddo. Be proud of the progress you're making.
I have to admit that lady was not someone I want to cross, and she did not seem very happy with the situation, and certainly was not happy with this person who's supposedly my father.
Well, if he's anything like you, then I'm sure he's all right. And she sounds like a really terrible person, so I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you should have seen the way that lady just aged and disintegrated. It was not like anything I'd ever seen before.
No, I remember aging and disintegrating like that one time when Natasha made some hot chili. Let me tell you, that did not.
Speaking of which, though, an Arcana check could be in order if you'd like to know, or to see if you know anything about that kind of magic.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make one. I actually have proficiency in Arcana.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Nice.
I get some dirty 20s in the chat.
So yeah, as you're thinking and kind of getting chills thinking back to the way that person just aged so quickly, you know that there are spells that can stop time, but most of those spells are super powerful, but also not long lasting. And you kind of get the feeling that that's not the normal implications of a spell like that. Since Ashrin's pretty new to magic, I don't want to hand too much, but that's something more than just a simple spell cast. But that it's definitely time magic.
Okay.
I can't remember what school
that
is. The school that time magic is in.
Harvard.
I'll find it.
Necromancy.
Ooh, is it? I wonder if it is.
No, I don't think it is.
You can't remember because time has passed.
There you go.
Yep.
Transmutation.
Time moves slower. Now I'm getting older. What's that line from Fleetwood Mac? I don't remember.
Yes.
So then I'm starting to put books back at this point, and I said, well, look, there's a lot. We've made a lot of progress, but I think there's bigger issues at hand that we could deal with that's directly right in front of us. And then, but we put this as as we go along, we're going to find information. We drop names here and there. That's the first thing that one of the things I learned is when adventuring was get out there, travel, drop names. You learn more than you'll find yourself learning more than you expect. So, but hang in there, kiddo. We're doing good. I clap her on the shoulder again.
Oh, and in case you had, because I think you might have already remembered this, but since you had made a high check earlier when you were looking this up, the new name of the family at Emerald Shores is Ave Fane, which translates to pure blood.
I think I had that written down from before. Like I think Roland had remembered that before, and
just because he was looking through it would have been seen written down again, probably.
They're definitely gonna love me.
Yeah, no, but it works out perfectly too because I'm like, oh yeah, and the new name of the city is it's translated to pure blood, which is you're not, but that what makes you great is because you have yeah. Still putting books back.
You don't have no, you have yeah.
And meanwhile, Dominic in the kitchen has been
thanks, Roland,
trying to piece together what Roland will have planned, and Natasha's just sort of laughing, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, I think you'll like this one."
No, I'm really just trying to help wash dishes, but I'm having to kneel to do it.
Oh, I bet the sink is really low, and you're so tall.
It is. Yeah. I thought you were going to say you were having denial. I'm like, why wash my dishes?
I'm having denial about dishes. I just don't know how I feel about it.
This one doesn't exist.
Well, I thought she said the meal. I'm having to meal to do it. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Dominic's used to eating leaves in the trees.
I'm used to eating leaves in trees, yeah.
Yep, there you go.
All right.
I don't know why you're washing these. I just eat them afterwards.
To catch a lizard, you must become one with their diet. It's proven science fact.
Dominic is the Lorax. He speaks for the trees.
There we go.
And Ramasha is there this morning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I just feel eyes peering into the back of my head, ready to bap at any time.
That's really not
so
bad.
I think after that conversation with Ashrin, I'd kind of want to pull everybody together, over the table. Well, or the four of us over the table and say, so I think we need to go pay our old friend at the Nasty Pasty another visit. But Ramasha, I kind of have an idea for something that I think all of us should kind of talk about that may get us somewhere with the black flags.
Oh, I like the way you think. I also need to talk to you. Others can be around, but I need to talk with you specifically. I might have some information that I just pieced together might be pertaining to you specifically.
All right. Well, if everybody's finished up with their breakfast and Ashrin, if you wouldn't mind not flying any more giant owls at us unexpectedly.
I didn't hear that at all. Say it again.
I just said, Ashrin, if you wouldn't mind not throwing any owls at us unexpectedly. Going
I
to give us a
didn't
warning.
throw her. I didn't throw her. She flew in.
Oh, has
I
she
don't
been?
know.
Is she still there, preening herself throughout the whole conversation?
Oh yeah. Oh, she's just preening, hanging out. She's sometimes watching Roland with too much intention, making too much eye contact, more than is comfortable for a typical animal. Yeah, just if you look at her, she's just paying more attention to the conversation.
All right.
Than
I was just
an
saying,
animal should.
if the DM will allow it, can I insight check on the owl?
What are you
to figure out why it's
Staring
eyeballing me? I'm trying to figure out why
contest.
it's eyeballing me so
Okay.
much.
Make a Constitution saving throw for a staring contest against the owl.
I guess this would fall by your if it's up to you, Christy. He's insight checking, and if there's any sort of either deception or something to figure out, that's kind of going to be based on if there is something behind her staring.
I mean, there's. You could roll something, and I will tell you something.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I just meant you were going to decide that one, not me. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
17 plus 4 for 21. What am I figuring out about this owl? Why
yeah,
is
that
it
piece of
following me so
food in your
much?
beard. That's why it's.
It has purple eyes. That's what you find out.
I got 21.
Sorry,
No.
what did you get?
17 plus 4 for 21.
I still didn't hear
21.
it. Sorry.
21.
We're gonna have to do interpretive dancing.
21.
Just...
21.
Type it in chat because you're all robots right now.
Okay.
She's not on stream chat.
There we go.
Type it in chat.
21. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, there now, of course. It doesn't help that the dark my thing makes it hard to see the stats. But with the 21, you don't get the sense that she's paying attention because she's spying or is trying to it's literally, it's more that how if you watch a dog and they look like they're paying attention to you, but they're just kind of looking at you because you're talking to them. This is that she's looking at you because she's listening to you and understanding the words that you're saying, and so there's an attention to the words and the conversation, and she's literally watching the conversation happen, but with more intelligence behind it than you would expect from an animal.
All right. So I will. All right. So in the while I'm stacking books before we go over to the table, I'm gonna look at the owl, and then just kind of do one of these to it.
It takes its wing.
She's going to stand on one foot and scratch at her face that looks almost exactly the same as what you just did.
Let's go. Me and the owl are best friends now. Let's go. All right. All right.
And with that, Dominic
Wait, does
goes out of
Ramasha know what a
herself
bird is?
with a big bowl.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this. They
Yeah,
have owls on this island. They don't look like
smaller.
one, but they have owls.
And
please,
long-legged,
please
right?
tell
They're much
Ramasha it's
smaller,
something
yeah.
it's not.
And more
Please.
leggy, right, in the jungle.
Yeah.
I look at you, my
So
pretty.
Dominic and Natasha and Ruby come out of the kitchen with a big bowl of fruit. Sasha and Ruby and Natasha sort of grab some, but they're getting ready to go for the day. So she's giving her hugs and kisses to you. Sasha's going to follow them to the blacksmith. And she says, be safe. Let me know what you find out.
Yep. Don't worry. We'll I'll keep you posted as soon as we figure out.
She gives a little scritch to Aoife. And she says, be good, you.
I don't know what she's saying, but I just saw the
Yep.
face. There we go.
Aoife just closes her eyes and hunches up a little bit and accepts the scratch. God, I had muted
Yeah,
while
sorry.
I was hacking my lung.
All right. So then, I'd say everybody after the little party leaves, I'd say I turn to the group and say, all right. So we know Olga said that her next shipment from them isn't going to be for a few weeks. I think we need to ask her what other shop members she knows of that might be getting a shipment in sooner.
Not a bad plan. Roland, when did she say her last shipment came in with the armor?
A few weeks ago. I mean, I think Ashton or Dominic, you might have to help me out here because I was kind of in a blind rage there for a little bit, so I don't quite remember that.
What's the question?
Think back.
The last shipment that she got, that came in, that she got.
And it's a low DC history check for both
my
of you
God.
because you were in the room. Ashton and
Okay.
Dominic.
Just gonna look
Or
at
if
my
you've got the notes,
Yeah, I
that's
was
fine
just gonna
too.
look at
Yeah,
notes.
you don't
That
need to
works
check
too.
if you've.
No way, you're giving me an out.
Just an option if you want to.
Insight?
Yeah. No, history.
3 weeks ago is what I have.
Okay.
History, come on! 12. How low?
It was 10,
How low
so
is
you
low?
remember it too. 3 weeks ago. She said about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Roland.
So I don't know about
I
don't know about you folks, but I'm not ready to sit around for another 2 weeks knowing that the information is out there.
I might have more information.
I agree,
considering
but
that.
I would. So if there's a shipment coming in, what what are you planning to do? Like, accost them in a shop, or sneak aboard their ship, or what's my?
Well,
I guess.
you know, I'm normally a planner. This one I'm kind of playing it by ear at the moment. I know what I want to do, which is bash all their heads in, and then the last one alive will be the one that I get the information from.
Great big grin.
But thinking with my head, not my heart, that is probably not the best route to go.
I mean, we can ask, but if Olga's not expecting a shipment for a few weeks, then I imagine that means one of their ship isn't due for a few weeks, and probably all the shops get shipments about the same time. That would be my guess, but we can go ask her. We should go ask her.
Doesn't hurt to at least ask, because maybe if nothing else, she maybe knows of other places outside the city that might get a sooner shipment too. And then he starts kind of like, curiously looking at Ramash and saying, "What was that you were saying earlier about more information?"
I met with my crewmates before I went back to see what Olga was possibly up to last night. She didn't seem to be incredibly suspicious, I'll say. She very much could be trustworthy. We'll have to find out. But when I was speaking with my shipmates, I've discovered there's a new shipment of slaves coming to the island. What's that place called? What wharf?
Oh, it was from the south, either Archdragon or Puffin Keep or both. Somewhere.
It was from the south.
It was from the rebellion busting in the south.
All right. It was from the rebellion busting in the south. And I believe you just said that he went rebellion busting?
Yeah, and then like his demeanor shifts a little bit. Yeah, that's he left us all those years ago trying to save the world. So, and he was doing that through the revolution. So you're saying,
considering the timing, it might be possible that he might be on that shipment heading to my island.
They already intercepted, just to clarify.
What?
They already intercepted a ship?
Yes.
And those people are on your island.
Yes.
Just for clarification.
Oh, they're already there?
Yes, that's why they needed more food. They got word from the island that they had intercepted a ship that tried to
I didn't
dock.
know that I thought they were already on their way. I didn't realize they're already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only time they ever know of a ship is when it comes into harbor.
Okay.
At hearing this exchange, Ashford is going to get really excited and just be like, Are we gonna get to go on a ship? Are we gonna get to go see your island, Ramasha? I've always wanted to go on one of those ships.
I just actually told them no, but I mean, we could certainly go.
Oh, but what if one of those is Mira? We have to go find out.
well,
It could be.
and like I'm trying to play Joe cool and just be like, look, Ashen, I very much would like that too, but I want confirmation and first, and
it's only going to come via ship. They have to go there and then come back. We might as well go there.
Well,
I would like to not get on a ship if I can.
I've always wanted to go on one of those ships.
I've barely got my land legs.
On the ocean. Oh, you'll love it, Dominic.
We can show you.
How do you know? You're closer to the ground than I am, all of you. Maybe not Catman, but you know.
This is true.
Come on.
This is true. All right. Well, the point is, let's go. Still check in with Olga. I'm trying to assume the worst, hope for the best in this scenario. But let's still go talk to Olga, see if we can figure out shipment patterns or anything like that, and see if we can get more information before we start making plans. Remember, think with your head, not your heart.
Did you...
Well, I do have a question.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, kiddo.
Do we know, and where the black sails come from? Or, like, where are they based out of?
I mean, I
What
know.
What
Yeah.
exactly is the black sails?
Ooh.
The worst.
Ramasha, I don't know if you want to tackle that one or not.
They are the demon spawn of this world. They are to be destroyed at all cost. They are what good thrives to destroy. That is what they are.
But they're on ships.
That is why I have a ship.
Right,
It's more
but
than
do we
just-
know, like, where they're coming from?
Do we actually know that? Do they even have a base, or are they
yeah,
just
I mean, you
everywhere?
both could history check this, but
All right.
it's not.
That's a negative. I am way too angry at the sound of the black sails. I'm just like,
But Roland has also understood a little bit, and I guess you can also wait to talk to Olga a little more. But basically, the feeling has been that they're kind of the high seas mafia, and
Oh. I got a nat 20.
good,
Nat 20!
because I got a natural 1.
Get it?
Yeah, so I mean, you definitely are able to kind of articulate that they're, you know, the mafia equivalent of the world, and that no, like, not that anyone really knows of a central base. They kind of just come into ports and leave, and they have their fingers in. It's assumed pretty much every single port. And that they work very closely with monarchies.
Yeah. So I relay it as not really. I mean, they come into a port, they cause havoc, they do terrible things, and they leave. As far as I know, nobody really knows if they have a official base of operations or even where it would be. But all we know is that all that's widely known, pretty well known at this point, is that they have contacts at pretty much any major port all along the coast.
Oh, and actually with the
That's-
Nat 20, you
that's
would
wh-
know for sure that the one place they are known not to have their fingers in is Aramor, the center of the continent, and the strong democracy on this continent.
And
no,
but
that makes sense because they are on ships.
And they're over there like,
Can't get to the
yet.
middle of the place.
But they've been, they're shunned there. They're drawn
Yes.
out, run out of there. Like, because like you've lived in Hazelport a long time, and when they show up, it's very much kind of look the other way if you don't want to end up with a really big problem, because they're not necessarily coming in and doing revolution busting in Hazelport. They're not coming in and causing problems, but it doesn't mean they're never there, kind of thing.
Right. Gotcha. All right. So I guess So then I said, but the point is, let's go talk to our new friend Olga and see what additional information we can glean from her.
Are we all going together?
Couldn't hurt.
I don't see why not. Anybody else have any errands they need to run? Because I don't. My calendar is full up with trying to find my grandson
What time is it right
and
now?
bashing the heads in of people that may have heard him.
You just finished up breakfast, so like 9-10 ish.
All right, so there should be plenty of time that probably my people are going to be going to get more food or whatever.
They were the ones going to collect the shipment, up at the
All right, so we have plenty of
that
time to
farm.
go do this, and then afterwards, yes, I'll just. Ramasha's just going to be. After we do this, I do need to go speak with my compatriots if we are to be hitching a ride with them.
All right, then let's.
Well, and I would like to go talk to Olga as well, or at least listen in. But if we're going, I'm going to need to stop in at the Copper Fox.
Yeah, I probably need to let
We
work
can do
know
that
that
after.
I'm gonna be in. Yeah. Well, we'll stop by. I mean,
Yeah.
heck, they know that I'll be all right. But yeah, all right, everyone out. Let's go. Let's go
Perfect.
talk to Olga.
Our new
Dominic
friend.
just shoves the rest of the fruit bowl in his face.
Like a whole smile
Eat
of
up.
grapes.
Eat up, birthday boy. You've earned it. You deserve it, kiddo.
All right. And on that note, our party finishes up their breakfast, wishing Dominic a happy birthday with lots of questions and getting ready to go to the pastry shop in the docks. I think this is a pretty good time to take a break. We're going to get a drink, get some food, go to the bathroom. I didn't say potty, I'm sorry. Stretch, do all
okay.
those good things.
We
And
like the potty.
enjoy Orange Feel Smile. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We are going to play some clips for you. Enjoy the clips, and we shall see you back very shortly.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
bad.
usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do. I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak, so I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been half-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
so.
He is indeed a natural.
Natural
He
Jeff.
is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
He is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
Right, we were tying up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
you're dragging
Okay.
bodies down the road on your cart.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down
a-
the road. They're on
We
like
made
a
a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
Is I'm not
Jeffrey, that's
a
the dogs. That's the dog.
Well,
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes because it's axe training day.
That's it. That's it. Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song.
Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock them down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like,
see it.
Yep, he, kind of ruffles his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it
it?
out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start. You got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rules less hard, and you all can thank this bard. And you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Now this, goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Oh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so, just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I
Oh,
mean for
God.
another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord. Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, thank you!
Bang bang!
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. not at all. Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a trench coat.
All right, but
We like clips.
Clips.
Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you. And I will TPKO you.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
So that was
Oh no, so they didn't hear the
professional streamer.
Absolutely professional.
Yep.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
thing
fine.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been half-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
Alright.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta
tug in the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go. Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
Is I'm not
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. that's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank
hear
you
it
for
in your
telling me,
mind?
Tasha.
Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's
run.
basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes. Because it's axe training day.
That's it. Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney!
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing.
That's so good. It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, go start a...
You got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My makes all the rules less hard, and you all can thank this bard. And you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
And
Now this, goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Huh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so, just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
right there.
Oh, okay.
I would like you to...
There's a picture in the Discord. Yeah.
Fine, we don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
Hey, back to the thing.
Welcome back,
Look,
friends.
Christy's recording a TikTok now.
I think I did a good job of centering it and making it look good.
Should be a fairly familiar view. Well, you can
Hold
see.
on.
You can see
I
a
gotta
lot
turn you up.
better.
Can you give us your tidbit of the week spiel?
I don't even remember how it starts. Hey everybody, this is Christy from Reality Break with this week's tidbit of the week. We're going to talk about something.
Dragons!
You're gonna talk about your mom.
Welcome back, friends. We hope you got a good break. We hope you stretched your legs, got a drink, went to the bathroom, got a snack, whatever you needed to do. We join our party again in the world of Ocerrya. They just finished up breakfast. Dominic stuffed his face full of fruit on his birthday morning. And they had a discussion going through some of Roland's old books, looking through some information, really only being able to connect that this is most likely connected in some way to the royal family on the other continent in Emerald Shores, but that's really all they could gather together from what they know right now. Ramasha shared some information that his compatriots had shared that they have recently intercepted a ship, as has happened about half a dozen times since they have taken over that island. And that ship had what were going to be slaves that had been part of a revolution busting down in the southern monarchies. And they needed to upgrade the order of crops and seed starters and such from the farm here in Hazelport, because they have about 24 new citizens on their island for now, and you can never guarantee if they're going to stay or go. And the party had set out for the Nasty Pasty to pay an early morning opening visit to Miss Olga. Did I miss anything?
Olga. No, you're doing great.
That's about it.
What do I do next?
The day is in your hands.
All right, so I guess we make our way there. Since it's right across the courtyard or the main square, it's probably like a 30-minute walk at the most.
Yeah, in fact, I had my Hazelport map ready. Now, Roland's house is roughly under the word old of Old District, I believe. And the docks is where the Nasty Pasty is located, which is in the little top right portion of the ocean docks there in Hazelport. So, 30 minutes, yeah, if you're huffing it.
All right. And
since you know the city so well anyway.
Sure. Yeah. And as we're walking, I'm walking with Ramasha and saying, so did your shipmates happen to, trying to keep cool, did your shipmates happen to kind of take a tally of races on that came in on that last boat?
Ramasha's going to slow down to keep pace with Roland at this point, and just put his paw on his back in between his shoulders, and just look down slightly as they're walking, but still facing forward. I did ask the questions, my friend. They are unsure as of yet. They only heard it on their way here. We will have to find out more as we're going. I did already ask them to find out if there were any dwarves.
I tell you, if by the grace of the gods he's on that ship at your island,
he will be in good hands. The only thing you'll have to watch out for is if he drinks anything like a dwarf. You will have to watch out for Strug.
He's a long beard. He can hold his liquor just fine. But I don't know if I'm gonna want to hug him or slug him. I don't know.
Strug is very good about hugging him. I bet he's already gotten a hug or two.
All right, that's fair.
We will get him, my friend. I promise you this. One way or another, we will find him.
All right. Thank you, Ramasha. You're a good soul.
Sometimes, I am to those that I hold dear to myself.
All right. I'd say that probably gets us to the Nasty Pasty.
Yep, that works.
That was a really long, drawn-out conference.
Well, I mean, if there's anything else anyone else wanted to mention on the way, go ahead. But, yeah.
Dominic mulling over all of his birthday treats that he got today.
Dominic is just keeping an eye on Roland because he really doesn't know what to expect about being a man. Just saying.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
The funny thing is, Roland would only know the half of it.
A dwarf, not a halfling. Come on now. Give me a little bit of credit.
Oh my god. I just thought of something. A party with 2 elves and a half elf. 2.5 elves.
I like that. That's good. Alright, so guessing at this point that the Nasty Pasty is open?
I'd say, yeah, all good. They open around 10, right? Because she probably doesn't wake up early.
Yeah. Well, she wakes up early to cook shitty pies, but they open at 10.
Shitty pies, shitty pies.
So yeah, the open sign. What does the open sign say?
Come in if you must.
I like that. Actually, can I get
like
that
that.
for my actual house? I like that.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, so look around. Masha, let's do our best to keep our cool, because she may have important information.
Ramasha's, as they're getting closer, he's just covering his nose. Oh, she's very clearly awake already.
All right, so I'm gonna push the door. Hello?
Instantly.
So first you...
Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do this. A dog greets you at the door.
Aw, what does your dog look like? Ruff, ruff.
He's just like he's like just a very kind of unkempt, mutt-looking dog. Like he's very dirty, like he just got done playing in mud or something, and he's just hopped up on you, wagging his tail.
It's a good pup. You're a good pup.
Does he bark at new people or just jump up on them?
He's just jumping up on them and being friendly.
How I can picture is as soon as Roland goes, hello, the dog's just like, yeah, and Olga's out back, fuck.
Yes.
Pretty much. Good puppy. I start like trying to like, not collapse under the weight of the dog and like, pat myself down, and I pull some kind of treat out. Do I have any? Does anybody have a treat? He's a good puppy. Very, whoa, but it's good puppy. Good puppy. Anybody got a treat? Good puppy. Whoa. Dog breath. Whoa.
Asher would just kind of kneel down and hold her hand out for the dog to sniff.
How big is the dog compared to Dominic?
It's like up to Dominic's knees, about like a large.
On all fours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so like a medium-large or a large medium-sized dog kind of thing. On the
Can I
large
just,
side
like-
of a medium-sized dog.
Can I just pick it up and bear hug it?
Animal handling? You could choose the DC, Claire. How he is with strangers. Although not quite a stranger because they were here yesterday.
Yeah, they were here, and that's part of why he's excited, because he recognizes these people this time.
Aw.
So it might catch
God,
dog
I
off
thought there was
guard,
a
but he's
nat
not
one.
gonna fight it.
It's
You have
a
inspiration, don't you?
7. I do. It was not a nat one. It was a 7.
Oh, gotcha.
I just couldn't see. 10.
Very nice. Okay, that's a mid-range. If it was going to be very easy, it would have been a 5.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying to
Do I
Claire,
pick it
so if a 10 would be enough, if he's a friendly dog, then a 10 probably would be enough.
Oh yeah, I mean he's friendly enough that he can pick him right up. He's
Getting licked on the face.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's a good pup. All right, that works.
All right, you hear this commotion at the front of your store, Olga.
okay.
A happy commotion.
Gonna get into Olga mode. Oh, there's fucking customers already. I can't you come back later?
No.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Don't sound so excited.
Just holding dog. No.
Sketch.
Well, Bruno seems to like you, so I guess you can stay.
Very
His name's
appreciated.
Bruno.
Like, it seems like a good pup. Listen. We are back.
Awesome.
We are back because We wanted to circle back around to your business dealings and get some more information and then see how we could potentially help each other out.
Yes, I've been thinking a lot about this last night, so I suppose it is time to have a chat. Let's go to the back room now.
All right, sounds good.
And she opens her door, and Bruno just darts straight in.
Applying that, Dominic puts him down.
Yeah.
Did you put him down, or is he...
No.
He tries to get out of your arms, and is like,
wiggle, wiggle.
trying to go towards the door. He's like whining. And
No.
trying to get out of your arms now.
Oh, fine.
And he runs past and follows Olga.
All right. So, head to the back. All right. So we get to the back area and kind of make sure everybody's in, and I say, look, the Black Sails, nothing good comes from them. Like, you've been able to survive by associating with them. But I get the feeling, based on conversations with the compatriots, that that you're not entirely happy with your arrangement.
Well, I don't think anybody is. If they have to work with them, it's just a matter of circumstance and not being able to take them all on by yourself.
Oh. Right. Well, the fact that they took my grandson, whether they did anything, what they did to him after they took him, the point is they took him, and I know they took him, kind of necessitates that some action needs to be done. Now, you said that you don't expect another shipment from them for a few weeks. Do you know about any other shopkeepers that might get a shipment sooner, or any other ports? Do you know their schedule at all, outside of when they do deliveries to you?
Well, they don't really have a schedule. I mean, a few weeks is an estimate. It's just when they go out and do whatever they do, they bring stuff back. And it can be a few weeks, it can be a couple days. It just depends on how long they're gone. It's a busy season right now, but in the slower seasons, I hardly ever see them except for when they come to collect payment.
Do you, how do they reach out to you knowing that a shipment's coming in?
I'll usually have a messenger stop by the shop and give me a code phrase, and I send them out with a pie.
And you haven't had anybody come in since yesterday?
No, no one's. It's been a quiet night.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
How did the Lamplighters fit in terms of relationships with the Black Sails?
Is this a Roland wants to see how much he knows question?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. If you have another idea, you can pitch a different skill, but I would say this is history.
Mind reading is asking.
I have a feeling that wouldn't be great for Roland either. No, because the only other thing I might consider would be insight, but my history bonus is better anyway.
Okay.
So, all right, so we'll go with that. Come on now.
So your question is the relationship of the Lamplighters to the Black Sails.
Black Sails, because I'm trying to gather to help frame what you'll say is, if Olga doesn't know any kind of schedule or anything like that, would another similarly shady, not quite as bad, shady group have a better idea of what a schedule would look like?
Got it. So actually, let's make this insight. I mean, you can.
Can I re-roll it then?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Because you didn't tell me the number anyways.
No. Yeah. All right. So for anybody that has a child in school, can you tell me what 2 + 4 equals?
Oh no. Okay.
7.
All right.
Jesus.
21.
Yeah.
Well,
it sucks because my history check would have been 15.
So,
That's
because
what
what I think you're trying to gather, like you said, is if you know of anyone else you might be able to gather a schedule from.
Yeah.
And so from insight, history, gathering, listening to her and what you understand of the underbelly, which is admittedly not a lot, but you do have a general understanding. She is kind of conveying to you that these people come in and go as they please, and the only reason that they deal with them is because they have to.
Sure.
And that it's not a schedule, it's literally just when they're fucking like destroying people and they've got loot to get rid of.
Sure. Gotcha.
Right. But like she said, the only regular type schedule would be when they come in at least once every month or two to collect payment, even when they're not out doing awful things.
Okay. So then that begs the next question. So I said, all right, well,
and
so you don't really
that would be
know
why she had kind of
schedule.
said she thinks she might see them in the next few weeks because it's still the busy season, quote unquote.
Gotcha. So then, if you don't know when the next shipment will be coming in, which makes sense, do you know when they're going to be next coming to collect payment?
What day of the month is it? Do we know?
It was fantasy mid-April. Yep.
It was fantasy
It's
Sunday.
May.
Oh, May.
14th,
May 14th,
of
that's right.
May.
Yeah, it's 14th of May.
October.
Make-tober.
Let's see.
Maytober.
You found my notebook. Wait a minute, I'll tell you what fucking month it is. Oh my god, he found my notebook, you guys. He found my notebook that I thought was lost forever.
Woohoo!
I'm scared.
You think you're scared. You're not here.
It was so exciting.
You right. When you write, you right.
Look at all these names.
But it's,
oh my god.
it's happy excitement. Oh, it's a happy excitement.
That's a monarchy. That right there. That's a family.
Hey, all right.
Anyway. Okay. It is. I'm so happy this is still
The
here.
14th of May-Provember.
It is the month of Pale Sun. Pale Sun, one word. And
Yeah, I'm not gonna spell that.
middle of May. So
The excitement is real.
It is.
It's Sunday. That's what I have in my notes.
Sunday is an actual day. It's
Yep.
actual Sunday. Sunday equals Sunday.
Well, then it would be
Actual
actually
Sunday.
yesterday would have been Sunday, so today is Monday. Fantasy
no,
Monday.
I have Sunday. Dominic's birthday is on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so then it's Sunday. Sunday.
Sunday.
All right,
What did
so
it say?
today's Sunday. No, we're good. I think we got it. So
Okay.
if today's Sunday, when would you expect them to be collecting payment next?
Well, they usually collect them around the end of the month. Either the beginning or the end. It's kind of their choice. They did the beginning this month, which is sometimes when they bring the shipments, they also collect payments. So they're either going to bring a shipment towards the end of the month or collect payment or both. It's really just up to them, but they're kind of more likely to collect payments on a regular schedule than they are to bring in shipments.
Interesting. So you're not really expecting them you're not expecting them for another few weeks either with a shipment or to collect payment.
Yes.
Do you know of any other shopkeepers around here that have dealings with them? Or do you folks just mostly stay isolated to yourselves?
Well, they have dealings with an organization that I'm a part of. They don't deal with individual shopkeeps. I have a specialty business where they can offload some stuff, so they mostly just deal with me.
Could we talk to... Ooh. Having a thought here. having a thought here. Do you have a contact in your organization? Can I just... DM, can I just be like, I'm assuming you're talking about the Lamplighters. Are they like that well known enough that I'd be able to do that?
I think Olga told us about the Lamplighters.
Okay.
Because there was originally a little bit of an air of Ramasha trying to get in touch with the underbelly, because that was kind of his angle at first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we found out otherwise.
So, and yes, you have heard of the Lamplighters, and you've probably heard of the Hands of Fate, which is the assassins.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are the two like more well known of the underbelly.
Sure. Okay. All right. So then I guess I'm gonna say,
and that the Lamplighters are known generally not to be violent. That's left to the Hands of Fate.
Sure. Manos, the Hands of
I
Fate.
have a clarification question. So, is and some of it is because I think it might have skipped or cut out a little bit while Olga was talking. But did Olga say that they have the relationship with the Lamplighters, but Olga is like their main contact in Hazelport for what she does? Like, there's not other shops that they deal with? Is that what I got?
Just that she is one of the main fronts. Not that she's the main contact for the black sales for the Lamplighters at all. Just that the black sales come in and dump stuff on her because she is a front.
But there's not necessarily other shops that they deal with.
There are
other
fronts. She's not the only front in the city.
Yeah, but she would probably have limited contact with those other fronts.
Right, it's not like she has a
Okay.
list of the other fronts. She knows she's not the only place because in the guild there's mention of...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
And the places that deal with it are all Lamplighters, though.
So what you're telling me is that the people that run illegally smuggled arms don't do brunch every Thursday? Is that what I'm hearing? Bummer.
No.
That would have made things really easy.
They do illegal brunch, but not regular brunch.
Not regular brunch. All right. Actually, so I'm going to stop myself mid-sentence. And I'm going to kind of grab Ramasha and say, hey, I'm going to steal you for a sec. Excuse me, Olga. I got to run something by my friend here before I'm talking to it with everyone else. I'm having
over
a
there
thought.
petting the dog.
Yeah.
And purring.
Yeah. So I just say, Rash, why don't you come with me in the other room real quick? I want to run something by you before presenting it to everyone.
Are there other rooms? Can we use the other room?
Well, she took you into the back room, I think, right?
Oh.
And you go back out to the front room.
Oh, so now we're going back up to the pie room.
Yes. Which, just a note, we had some folks redeem some mystery potions, which we will resolve with pies at the end of this.
Let's go.
Oh, fun.
All right, I'm excited for that.
I'm not.
I want Dominic to get the one where he shrinks like 6 inches.
Or
and
gets
now
a
just
It was like,
starts-
please don't make me grow 6
No,
inches.
no,
like,
no.
I don't need that.
Dominic ages down a year.
Oh, yeah.
So sad.
That would
to
be
being
so
15.
sad.
I feel.
Dominic turns into a lizard.
Oh.
You love yourself so much.
I would.
You know. Okay.
There you go.
So,
All right, so Roland has pulled
with
Ramasha
Roland
out to
going
the front
out
room.
into the other room, Ramasha's just gonna kind of turn his nose up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pies.
Yes. Well. So, I pull him aside and I say, I had an idea. but it's might be very sensitive, especially to you, so I wanted to run it by you first before even bringing it up as a suggestion.
What are you thinking, my friend? I trust you.
All right. Well, and I appreciate that. So it sounds like the black sails aren't going to be coming by here for a while.
I gather.
And we don't want to.
Well.
We don't want to sit on that for that long. We don't want to sit on this for that long.
We cannot.
What if we had someone within Olga's organization reach out to the Black Sails and say, we have a person of interest for them? And I kind of like gesture to him.
Ramash is just going to get this big, giant grin. Are you saying that we form a trap and plant some bait?
If you don't mind laying in the steel jaws of the trap, my friend.
As long as I get to bleed them dry, I'm happy, my friend.
Well, let's leave at least one not completely dry. Not completely dry. Can we do that?
You better get to him before I do.
I kind of slap him on the shoulder. All right. Anything happening in there while we're having this conversation? I'm just curious.
All right, so Roland and Ramasha kind of backed out to the front room. Dominic and Astrid left with Olga, going over the information they've been talking about. Did you two have questions for her? Or did Olga have questions for Dominic and Astrid?
Astrid has a question or two anyway. Olga, when I lost the accent completely. Oh my god.
Uncle Kine.
All right. All right. Well, so I have a question. When the Black Sails come to drop off shipment with you, is it always the same people or is it different people?
Well, it's usually whoever they send. They just come in with a ship, and whoever comes off the ship, well, it's usually the same contact for relaying the message that I should be expecting them, but I think they reside somewhere nearby. But as far as who brings in the shipments, it's always different people. They're so busy. It's just whatever ship ends up having a lot of stuff that they need to offload.
And I don't know a lot about the Black Sails, but I'm assuming they have lots of ships, right? If there's, they're all over the seas, it seems like.
Not anymore.
Olga, you have make a D10 roll.
A D10. We're playing World of Darkness.
Hello, Darkness, my old friend.
5.
5? Okay, so you have actually, like, to your point, as far as people bringing things, it's never been the same crew.
Okay.
You've never, other than that contact that occasionally will announce beforehand that a big shipment is coming, or that they are coming to collect payment when you haven't seen them in a little while. The people that have actually brought you stuff, it's never ever been the same group of people. But they always have the same insignia.
Yeah, so I've never seen the same people before. They're always different. So it would be kind of hard to keep track of comings and goings in that regard.
No, that's fair. I just wasn't sure if there was like one ship that came here all the time, or if they have a circuit of people or something. So that's interesting. That's interesting information for sure. I don't think I had any other questions.
Okay. Dominic, questions, comments? Olga, questions, comments?
Dominic still doesn't really know what's going on.
Per
He's
usual.
just here for the ride.
And the dog.
Ashton's maybe a little miffed that Roland and Ramasha disappeared to have a conversation.
So I guess
you'll find out Why?
On this
It's
note,
because I'm a teenager, isn't it?
unless there's anything else y'all wanted to say on this note, I would think Ramasha and Roland could come on back in.
Okay. All right.
Tell me it's like
So,
beads.
yeah.
Tell me the doorway's made of beads.
No,
It's like a 70s drug den parlor.
Yeah.
You're just like, hey.
I thought it was like a secret door, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It's kind of
Yeah,
a very,
it is.
not distinct.
He
the opposite of
pushes
distinct.
like a panel in the wall, basically, and it'll kind of
Now-
pop open.
It could be a secret door with beads on the other side.
That's
Just saying.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Secret door and
Peace,
a bead
love,
ring
happiness. There we go.
Yes.
Love it.
that the dog has
All right.
steadily chewed up.
So it's all different lengths at the bottom. Yeah.
There you go.
Ramasha's just over there.
All right.
Wait, you
Cats
can't
and
do
dogs
visual
living with each other.
jokes. He did cat's
Sorry.
pawing at the beads, Christy.
Yes. Like a cat with
All right.
beads.
So, all right. So Ramasha and I walk back in, and I say, "All right, just need to make sure the plan that I was proposing." So Olga, does your organization often reach out to the Black Sails for information, special pickups, anything like that, as far as you know?
I would assume maybe some of the higher ups exchange information. I'm not sure at what level. I know, like, for me, if I'm expecting them, it's usually one person coming and into my shop to let me know. But as far as kind of the executive level, I'm not quite sure.
All right. Because I think what we should do is, and I'm going to point to Ramasha and say, you should let the Black Sails know that we have a person of interest for them. Somebody that's caused them a huge headache in the past and continues, Ramasha, one would say, continues to be a thorn in their side.
Quite possibly. Just kind of scowling over at Olga, not completely trusting yet.
Why? Like, what?
Are you
Well-
looking to set a trap?
Yes. To get some
But
money
what
here.
are you gonna do? To get someone here sooner and then do what? Take on a whole pirate ship?
I mean, if that's what it takes to find out what happened to Miro and get information, then I feel pretty confident
But
about that. Yeah.
How do you know that that ship will know? Olga says she's never seen the same people here twice.
She does
Did
have
not
a fair
account for
point, Roland. In addition to this, the big question is, Olga, if you were to have something of interest for them and were to pass along the information, how long would it be before they were to arrive? Or even if you were to say there was a major problem that they must take care of, how long before they would arrive?
Well, I don't usually reach out to them directly. That's not something I've ever done. I mean, they may have loosely inferred if there's something they need to know that I pass it along when they arrive. But I've never really had any pertinent information for them.
What do you mean by infer?
And if you want me to at least give a little bit of clarification on that, as far as your organization goes, if you needed help or something, you would reach out to your organization.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, like you said about that, it would be more of like, they might want to know who bought the stuff or who was asking about certain objects that they had left with you.
Just kind of turning back towards Roland and just kind of making it like nonchalant, just leaning in and telling Roland under his breath, "This almost seems like a moot point, my friend. I don't think this is reliable enough to be able to go somewhere with this.
Yeah. And he's like a little bit, like 2% of the rage from yesterday is starting to bubble up again.
Insight, Ramasha, and Roland. And then if Dominic and Ashton want to, you can. Based on the conversation you're watching.
All right.
I'll roll. I love rolling.
Who doesn't?
My stats.
I like rolling too.
18.
Everyone disconnect right now.
No. Hey, I get as many as I
19.
want.
19. All right. All these
I'm
good
using my prologue inspiration.
Yeah, do it.
That was terrible.
And you now have a birthday inspiration.
Now I do. That's much better. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, 19.
Yeah, dirty 20.
We had a 19, a dirty 20, a what?
An 18.
18.
10.
10.
10? Okay. Well,
And yeah.
we had enough high ones. Kind of listening to this conversation, listening to the tactics. One of the things that's kind of edging on the people of edging on people's minds is this mention of the shipment of slaves that Ramasha's people intercepted.
That's what Ashrin's been thinking about. Is like, what if Miro's there?
Just the fact that, the insight being that Olga's information sort of seems to align with Ramasha's information.
Yeah, and ultimately, especially with the way that Roland came in and said, hey, would you like to plant a trap and kill some black sails? That is literally Ramasha's goal. Above all else, he obviously wants to help his friends.
I mean, frankly, you could have told him that's what you do on your island.
Yes, but that is my sole purpose. And him talking about doing that here, I was like, wait. Okay, I'm interested.
Well, and so that actually, based on this sort of thing too, you could almost infer or whatever that you could do that sort of a plan. Like that's what your people just did on your island, but you never leave any black sails alive.
Even as it is, the conversation we had before even says that Ramasha is thinking that there's a very good possibility that Miro could be on the island already. And as far as this goes, none of the black sails seem to know much about anything except for what they're told. I'm assuming this would be something we would have discussed before. Anyways, but they don't. Whatever, each ship has their own mission, and they stick to their mission. They go about their mission. But then otherwise, they have some basic rumors that you would find at any port.
Gotcha.
Another thing, it'd just be really hard to get the lamplighters to agree to any sort of ambush. At least I would think.
What's that?
Getting the lamplighters to agree to any form of ambush, but I don't think it would be a matter of that. It would just be something that we'd know right here.
She wouldn't be able to bring that to her guild.
Sorry, this is a lot of out of character.
Gotcha. Back to character. Woo!
All right. Back to character. So I said, well, it's starting to still rage a little bit. Say, well, I'm okay. All right. Well, I guess then maybe the best bet would be to take a trip across the sea and hope that my grandson.
I agree. And Roland, even if Miro's not there, they're from an area where his stuff was found. Maybe they know something. The people that are there.
For the DM.
What's that?
Would Olga know of Ramasha's group, at least like loosely, maybe through like Black Sails talk?
Give me a history check at disadvantage. Here's the thing.
History check disadvantage DC 20.
Well, here's the thing. It's if you heard them talking about something and it's still going to be vague because there's not a lot of information even within them of what he's doing.
Okay. Well, maybe something like a bunch of cats attacking.
That's not quite what they would have heard. So what'd you get?
14.
14.
Oh wait, do I have a plot?
You all had prologue inspiration, so if you haven't used it, you can use it now.
What was that? Insight?
This was history for her.
Actually,
History.
I can use my modifier still, right?
It has your insight modifier. Yeah.
Yeah, check your history.
Okay, so
No, insight.
That's what I said first. You
Insight
said history.
Oh no, yeah,
You
you're
said
right. You're right.
history.
You're right.
History
No,
or
no,
insight?
no. History.
okay, it's +3 either way, so 15, 17.
17. Okay. So since you have definitely
My
had
first was a 19.
nice people in and out of
Ooh,
your
that's unfair.
shop, and you're very good at remaining out of sight or sort of like seeming like you're not listening. So you've heard rumors, you've heard things like that. What you have heard is mentions and grumblings of the fact that ships have gone missing. And that it can't be sea monsters. It can't be ghosts. Something is going on. That's what Olga has heard of rumors occasionally in the Black Sails.
Oh God, why didn't I think of that before? As soon as Dominic was saying, "I don't want to go to sea," Ramasha totally would have been. But there are sea lizards.
Yeah. So that's she's never heard them specifically talk about a group. And as far as she can tell, it doesn't sound like they would specifically know of anything that Ramasha has mentioned to you. But that the things that they've talked about whenever there have been ships that have gone missing, it was not shipments of goods, it was shipments of slaves, and sea monsters, ghosts, all these crazy shit that it can't. They don't believe that that's what it is, but that's the only explanation they ever have.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that was just going to influence whether she had some backhand knowledge of where they might be going, or if Ramasha was involved in taking them down.
I think with that, though, Ramasha is going to just kind of swallow his own pride for just a moment and look up at Olga, especially with this whole thing we're talking about doing. And what would happen to you? What would happen with the Black Sails if you were not here when they arrived? They just go to one of the other shops?
Well, I have other people who can manage the shop for me.
Interesting, because I think this would be an excellent opportunity for you, if you're willing to partake, to see all that I spoke of, what it means to really fight them, to stand up for what you believe, to stand up and be counted and fight against their tyranny. I can show you what we have created, but you have to be willing to go down this road, because once you go, you can never go back.
Would Olga be able to kind of infer that maybe Ramasha has something to do with these missing ships that she's heard rumors about?
Go ahead and
And
make
the
an
slave-
go
like
ahead
the
and make an
slave ships?
insight check on this whole situation.
$19.
Very good. All right. So you're feeling like he's serious. He's not just talk, which you haven't really ever had people come to you expressing, "Hey, do you want to get out from under the Black Sails?" before anyway.
Yeah.
But the way that he has been so passionate, you really feel like there's more than just talk behind his words, and that he at least is offering you protection if you want to get out.
Well, I will admit that I very much detest working with them. I've never been in a position to tell them no. So I could be enticed to, at the very least, see more of the things they do that I don't know about, or see if there are ways of not having to deal with them as much.
I will stop you there. I will not be enticing you. You must make this decision yourself. This is a decision to better yourself, to empower your own self, to get out from under their clutches, and to instead grab them in your own clutches and crush them. I apologize.
You can see some fire in his eyes. There's, like, once again, more than just words behind that.
This is your opportunity, but you have to make the decision. I will not make it for you. Why am I turning into Antonio Banderas?
Puss in Boots!
Oh my gosh. We need a fan art of that now. That's how Ramash takes on the Black Sails. He just does the eyes and then they fall for it and he slashes them all.
I love it.
Yep, perfect. Okay.
All right, Olga is faced with this feeling that, like I said, you don't have any set in stone answers. He hasn't given you any full stories, but you definitely have the gut feeling that this is someone who has more than just words behind what they're saying.
At this, Ramash is going to actually leave the room and say, the decision is yours. Come, pup.
He's going to go look at the pies.
It's not your dog.
Ramash doesn't care. It is Pup Dog.
All right, and we're coming up on
So,
about
I
3
guess with the
minutes
rest
until
of
we're
the
going to take a break.
Oh.
Go ahead, Olga.
Yeah, so real quick, with the rest of the group, we can leave on this. Well, I suppose with the backing of a strong group such as yourselves, I could see myself finally doing something about my situation.
Great.
All right. And going to turn to Asha and I'm like, well, I guess we'll get to go on a boat then.
Oh no.
Dominic's already thrown up.
I mean, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Woohoo! This
She's
is
seen-
exciting stuff.
No.
So I would, as a DM, maybe nudge to get our mystery potions going. That maybe Olga suggests we celebrate with a pie.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah, well, she is gonna. There is. I had a thing for that. But we
Oh
can
yeah,
back
go
to it,
ahead.
once we get
Yeah,
back from
we're
our
gonna
break.
go to.
All right.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go to break,
Yeah,
are
true.
we gonna do that one?
We'll do the
Yeah, let's go to
shenanigans
break
right when we get
first.
back. Let's do our
Shenanigans.
clips
All
one
right,
more
let's go.
times. And also very quickly, and we will address this at the end, but thank you so much for the hype train. That was insane. Y'all are amazing. That was great. We beat our record for hype train, which once again we will address again at the end. But let's take a break again. Get a quick stretch, get your drink, get your potty in, get a snack, anything you need, and we'll see you again probably before the timer runs out, hopefully, and we'll see you shortly.
Huzzah.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
thing
right.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
You
So
do
would-
also call everyone.
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been half-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
Right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You got a tongue in the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural, Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
He is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go. Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
We loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying up and doing the dragging
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not dragging them down the road. They're on like
we made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. That's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear it in my
Keep
mind?
him talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's
rock
basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes, because it's axe training day.
That's it. That's it.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like
see it.
Yep, he kind of ruffles his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing.
That's so good. It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start. I mean, you got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rules less hard, and you all can thank this bard. And you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Now this, goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Huh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Looking, found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
A little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah. Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, thank you!
Bye!
Bang bang!
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. not at all.
Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have
All
a
right.
trench coat.
Alright. But I'm
We like clips.
Clips.
Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
So that was
Oh no, so they didn't hear the
Pro
Yeah.
strip.
Professional streamer.
absolutely professional.
Yep.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seemed to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
fine.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
You do also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been off-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
Alright.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug in the door. Why would you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural
He is a natural Jeff. We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not dragging them down the road. They're on like
we made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just going to leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. That's the dog.
Did you hear it in your mind? Did you hear that in my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. I gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes, because it's axe training day.
That's it.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind of
Good to
like.
see it.
Yep. He, kind of ruffles his
he's
shirt
wearing
and pulls
it?
it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney!
Chimney!
Chimney.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes. Go start.
You got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rolls less hard, and you all can thank this bard. And you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Now this, goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair. Jesus.
Oh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
This little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
A little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord.
Yeah. Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Oh, yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
Happy vein. I got closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value,
Mert Masser.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, thank you!
Bye!
Bang bang!
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. not at all. Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a
Alright.
trench coat.
Alright. But I'm...
We like clips.
Clips.
Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
So that was pro
Oh no, so
streamer
they
move right
didn't
there.
hear the
Pro
Yeah.
strip.
Professional streamer.
absolutely professional.
Yep.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Thing
fine.
usually.
Yes.
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
Right.
Let's eat some mystery pies.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I'm not referring to my last Tinder date. Hey!
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That's a segue.
That was a great time to come in.
Good night, everybody.
Giggity. That's what she said.
Giggity gig.
That is
Welcome
100% what that's
The
what she
best
said.
part of that. The best part of that was Carrie going, "Welcome." Wait, what?
Welcome back. Welcome back to
Naturally.
Reality Break, where we take a break from the real world to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's
I hope you had a
I'm
good break.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I hope you're doing good. I hope you got a snack, went potty, got a drink, stretched your legs, did all that stuff. We are back with the party. They are at Olga's shop, and they've kind of come to a new understanding with Olga in how she feels about the Black Sails, how she feels about her situation, and maybe some plans of going to see if among the new slaves that were intercepted by the freedmen might be a young dwarf that we all have come to know, even though we haven't seen him. And Dominic has kind of been taking in this whole scene. It's his birthday. He's got a belly full of fruit. He's wondering what Roland has planned for him for his enter into manhood. And he doesn't have a lot of context on the Black Sails, on what's been going on, because he literally kind of lived under a rock for the last 6 years, and he's a child. So how's Dominic doing? What's going on?
I mean, he's fine. He's just kind of taking in conversation and trying to keep up with whatever plan is unfolding, not really liking the idea of getting on a ship anytime soon, because he doesn't know anything about the ocean.
And it sounds big and scary.
Big
All
blue
right.
wet thing. All right.
But we had sort of come to an understanding, a little bit of an understanding between the experienced among the discussion.
Yeah. And Roland's gonna come out and kind of like take a breath and go, I think I gotta step back from this a little bit because I'm way in my head about this. So
Well, I suppose we could take a small break, if you will, from these conversations and move towards celebration of newfound friendship. So
I could eat to that.
Oh, I could eat.
Oh, you're hungry.
Didn't you just eat, Dominic?
Yeah, but I'm a 16-year-old boy. I'm always hungry.
Wait, weren't you 15?
Yeah, it's his birthday, Olga.
You're right.
Well.
Today's my birthday.
Well, you're very close to becoming a man. In fact, I have got just the thing that will put some hair on your chest finally.
Oh.
and Roland's like, that's what I said.
Dominic's over there. I got one.
All right. Olga's going to pull out
So,
an assortment of her finest pies, I think.
yeah. No. So, I have a specialty. No. I have a specific thing. Okay. I have this specialty treat that I do not serve to regular miscreant customers who don't exactly have insight into what this business is really about. You know, those horrible pies? I can't actually cook. I just try to deter people. However, I have this rum cake that I cook and is infused with a very special rum.
Ooh.
And it's not burnt. It's actually quite good. It's one of my proudest crowning achievements in baking.
As soon
And I
as
would like to share it with you all today.
As soon as rum is said, Ramasha's going to poke his head back in. Did I just hear rum?
Not for you. It's for my birthday.
Well, we could all eat it. If you want some of that rum cake too, you can have it. Have you ever had rum and cake together?
I've had.
No, I've never had rum.
I've had rum balls before. Is this anything like those?
No, it's like cake that's been baked with rum, but I've got an extra special rum.
You know exactly what that tastes like because you had some last night.
Oh, I've had some in Jamaica before. It's really gross.
Wait, Roland. Last night, did we have rum? Is that what that was?
It was in the family of rums. What we had was a substance called bourbon. So it's similar-ish kind of to rum.
You're remembering the warm
Drinks
burn.
are families.
Anything like rum.
Drinks are families.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do, actually.
Yeah, the local barkeep could fill us in on that.
Well, while you
if-
explain rum to him, I shall go get our special treat, and I will meet you out.
So every alcohol has a base that is fermented or distilled in some way. Now, any sort of hard liquor like bourbon or rum or vodka or any of those things, it's distilled from some sort of grain. Bourbon is distilled from corn and barley usually, but rum is distilled from sugarcane, so it's usually a little bit sweeter, and sometimes it's spiced, and sometimes it's dark, which means it's made with like molasses and sugarcane, and it's quite good, depending on what you're drinking with it. Did you like the bourbon?
It burned a bit, but it wasn't bad.
I bet you'll like the rum a little bit more. It tends to burn less.
Especially in a cake. Eating it in a cake will soften the burn for sure.
That's
So is
true.
it like a liquid cake?
No, it's probably soaked in the rum.
Oh.
Yeah, dense. Probably gonna be a dense cake soaked in the rum.
Yeah.
Out of character.
Yeah.
We literally had some last night a Jack Daniel's pound cake. It was a little much.
Oh, yeah.
That was gross. I've also had actual rum cake before. Rum balls, the little cake balls that have been soaked in rum, and they're gross. I don't drink though.
Olga.
Yeah, but Bill, you think everything's gross.
Yeah, he can't take alcohol ever. At all. Oh, I've got my microphone over here because I was coughing. Yeah, he can't handle any type of alcohol at all.
She's not wrong, folks.
All right, so Olga's coming back with her spread of pies. Are they all the same, or what's going on?
So she has like a half cut cake. It's like a bunk cake.
Okay. Oh,
And
yep.
It's like cut up to pieces, and she's offering pieces. She offers one to Dominic and then Ramasha. And if anybody else would like some, feel free to dig in as well.
Yep. Roll.
Do I have to make a con save?
Absolutely partake.
Everyone makes a con save
Ashen will have a little
advantage that takes a bite.
Everyone takes a bite. What are we rolling?
A con save at advantage is the first step.
Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Oh.
At advantage. So you roll twice.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
No.
Wait, with
I'm gonna eat
advantage?
that
With
whole cake
advantage.
by myself.
Everyone has advantage on the con save.
Oh my god.
Whole cake by myself.
Oh my god.
And rolling your dwarf stuff, double advantage, I guess, if you want. I don't care.
I totally rolled a 19 and then a nat 20.
Oh.
So it's a 25.
Nat 20. All right, Ashrin?
All right. So double advantage just means I get a third dice.
Go ahead.
Essentially.
I don't care. The con
All right,
save
let's
is
go.
fine. Go ahead.
I get a 15.
15? You're good.
Roland has so much advantage.
Oh my
All
god!
nat
I
ones.
rolled a 4, an 8, and a 9. What is wrong with me?
You're good.
You're like really distressed.
New dice.
Plus 5 for
Every new
14.
dice.
14. All right, anyone who rolled over a 10, there is a slight burn to the cake, but it's got a very warm, spiced alcohol taste. It's a dense pound cake with icing on top. It's very delicious.
That's very
Ramasha
good.
Second
and Dominic.
slice.
Ramasha's got to be doing the whole like.
You're both taking a second slice, I
like
assume.
sucking
That's
out
a
his
great
beans
idea.
Thing, like.
Second slice is a great idea for Ramasha and Dominic only.
Yes, I would gladly have another one.
Go.
And you're going to roll a d10.
You said this is a bunt cake. Bunt.
I'm gonna get a D10.
Yes, that's
All right, honey, roll a d10.
D10. Oh god.
As you munch and gobble this second slice.
before she can even say I wouldn't get a
N.
second slice so soon. They already.
I don't think I've ever actually rolled a 10
You got
on
a
a
10,
D10.
but you're not in battle, so I'm actually instead going to
Oh.
let you pick what your effect was. Because
Or am I?
It was you can take one additional action immediately. So that
So I
list
can
that
have
I
a
pinned-
third slice of cake.
Sure. That list that I pinned under channel points. Since you got a 10, you can pick one of those.
Dominic
Ramasha,
just
what'd you
picks
get?
up the
3?
whole cake and
You
shovels
grow
it
a
all.
long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from your face.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Can
3?
Wait.
That was Ramasha's.
Wait,
You get to
everyone
choose
who's an
Dominic.
artist, please draw this. I want to see Ramasha.
But there's no pinned message.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's in channel points. I replied to it. Sorry. I replied to it to make it pop up. So my most recent thing is a reply to the list.
Oh my god. I have Ramasha has a feathered beard. A beard of feathers. When I sneeze, it's going to poof into a million pieces.
Yep. So these, what color is Ramasha? White and black.
White and
the
black.
feathers. What color is the cake?
It's just like a brownish.
rum cake is
like,
dark brown.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
so like
plain
golden
cake.
brownish yellowish feathers sprout out in a giant beard as big as Roland's.
Those almost
and
look
they
like
kind of
Eva's
tickle.
feathers.
They kind of tickle in your nose.
You didn't. I'm like, you didn't have that a second ago.
Where did this come from?
As he sneezes, feathers fill the whole room and gently fall upon everything.
So
that was an adventure.
I'm just allowed to choose one? Or do you want me to re-roll?
You can re-roll if you want, or because you rolled a 10, I am letting you pick.
It's also Dominic's birthday.
It's your birthday, so
I want to be... I'm choosing number 9.
very
It says you are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 1d6 days.
So you
I'm
feel-
going to roll my d6.
Yep. So you feel like fortified. You feel like so. Your stomach feels strong. You don't feel the burning. It just feels warm and spiced, and you enjoy the flavor.
We made Dominic an alcoholic.
5 days, by the way.
5 days
5 days.
until the 19th.
7
And that
days.
6 is gonna suck for him.
How long have you been alive?
11 days.
No, this is great because when we get on the ship, I can just drink myself silly to cope.
That's awesome.
All right. A toast to new friends and feathers everywhere. That
Yeah,
actually.
and then right after all this happened, I was gonna say I would not take a second slice so soon. This is a very special rum, but I suppose you have learned.
Roland puts his second piece back down on the tray.
The feathers sort of slowly dissipate into nothing over the next 10 minutes.
So, with a beard like that, do you try to chase yourself?
Did you like it? Did it look good on me?
No, not really.
You don't know beards.
There's all the feathers of every bird Ramasha's ever killed for food.
Oh, Astrid, has your owl been on your shoulder this whole time? And how does the owl react to the dog, if so?
No, I would have. I thought it, but I just didn't say it out loud because of internet issues.
Figured, yeah.
As soon as we were out in the town, the owl would have flown off and just out of sight poofed into purple smoke somewhere.
Yep.
And so she's just
In a
gone
pocket,
until
yep.
she is summoned again.
Dismissed is what it's called. Yep, perfect.
Yep.
Do you don't have to recast, it's just at will, right? She just can be summoned?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The only time I have to recast is if she dies or if I want to like change her form or
Gotcha.
something.
Okay.
Well, if we...
I'm just still
Spits
like
out
coughing up like
feathers.
feathers.
Dog's just sniffing the feathers and kind of like scratching at them.
Playing with them as they float down.
Yeah.
If we are all in agreement, we should go see my compatriots. And we should say our goodbyes after we do so.
What do you mean goodbyes? Olga's coming with us, right?
I'm not talking to Olga, I'm talking to all of us. If we must be departing, would you not wish to say goodbye to Natasha? She'll hunt you down.
That's
This is true.
When, Ramasha, when do you think we'll be leaving?
I will have to check with my compatriots. This is why we should go see them now.
Ah, fair.
Would it be safe to write back to Ben?
I don't see why not. Do you know how to write?
Well, no, but I could have someone help me. Don't judge me.
I wasn't judging.
It's my birthday.
I'm laughing out of character.
Hey, yeah. He's
Judging
learning.
you
He's
out of
learning.
character.
Yes, I'm judging you out of character.
And just think, Dominic, we'll have so much time to work on the reading and writing while we don't have to. You're not on a wagon or anything. You're just sitting while the ship sails.
I still don't like the talk about the ship.
Did I ever happen to mention?
You don't think it's
How
going to
does-
be exciting?
how
I
does
think it's going to be exciting.
Olga feel about
I don't
ships?
know. I've never even seen the ocean, really.
That means you've never seen a sea
Oh, we
lizard
should go
before.
now. Let's go see the ocean.
Right now.
Yeah,
Olga's
it's just down the
probably,
street.
Street.
been on a ship at least like once or twice for a mission, like just traveling from location to location, but she's never like actually spent long-term time on a ship, but she's somewhat comfortable with them.
And her shop is in the docks. You guys are literally,
Yeah.
you can see the ocean if you step out her door.
It's right there.
Obviously,
At that mention, I think Ashton is going to grab Dominic's arm and start
Yep.
dragging him down the street.
do it.
To see the ocean.
And yeah, literally as you walk out, because
Let's go.
the docks is sort of a little bean of a section in Hazelport that sticks out into the ocean. And so Olga's shop can easily be right there. And Hazelport has a huge ocean out before it.
Walks out the door. Oh, I guess I have seen the ocean.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Is that what that is?
See right there.
I thought that was a big
Well,
lake.
and to your point though, Dominic, if you look out the door of Olga's shop and sort of see not just the docks as you've seen them, but look out past the docks and the vastness of the horizon that is the ocean. I think that's what
That
you're kind of
doesn't help.
considering now. That's what she's showing you.
That's
is that the
more
whole horizon
terrifying
is ocean
now.
when you look out
Oh
there.
god. We're going to get lost.
We won't.
How do you navigate?
No,
Actually, I have that, don't I?
actually,
What?
you know, I don't
There's
know.
no roads. There's no
I
paths.
do.
Ramasha,
I have navigation
Hey,
stuff. I do know
Ramesh.
how to navigate. So
how do you find your way on the ocean? There's no landmarks.
perfect. Ramasha is going to, not in character, take this opportunity to teach everyone navigation on the way to go see people.
We don't have to learn how to
Well,
do
but
it. I'm
show
just
your instruments. Yeah, but
curious.
talk about a little bit what you do on the ocean, because you do know boats. Even small
That
town
coral reef
before
there
you were a
is
pirate.
landmark.
Well, even with that, I'm going to actually, I'm assuming at this point I would have some kind of a map. Something.
For what? Like for your island and Hazelport and surrounding areas where
Yeah,
you go.
like the general ocean area of that. Like, not maybe the whole world, but
yeah.
It's just a blue piece of cloth with like a compass on it.
water.
Perfect. I got it.
Honestly, I was expecting you to come back with like, "Oh, you navigate by the stars." Like, I'm not looking for an intimate description.
Right,
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you can't
Excuse
navigate
me.
by the stars at night.
Bless you.
I mean, during the day, at night. What the hell's the matter with me?
I do have one question, Ramasha.
Yes,
What kind of boat do you have?
I'll be.
Is it but is a boat? Like I've only seen like small like fishing boats that go down a river.
I have a big surprise for you. You are going to be
Are-
most excited. I will just tell you one thing. The biggest thing to know about going out on the ocean. Do not drink the water.
Can I reach the water?
You can touch it right there. But we're gonna get
From the
like a
boat?
little bit closer, and I'm actually going to touch the water and like splash him with it.
Can I see like a ship?
I am super.
Can Dominic see a ship?
Yeah, there are ships at the docks. Yes. There's
Are there like an assortment
There's
of ships,
two
like
big
small
ships.
fishing boats
There are
and like big
two
ships?
big double mast ships. Because as you can see on the map, just in the docks, there are 3 main dock sections, and then you can kind of see in the distance the other 3 or 4 ones at Merchant's Row. So, but just in the docks, there's 2 giant ships and another 2 or 3 smaller ships, and you can't see because of your angle, but there's also other smaller ships down there. The docks is its own sort of ecosystem.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Ramasha and point at like a small fishing boat and then to a ship, and I'm gonna be like, so is it like this one or is it like that?
Which it's more fishing one. It's about
Your
it's
ship
bigger
is
than
one of the medium ones, kind of, yeah.
Okay, and
Not a giant one, but yeah, it's one of the many medium ones.
that's what I was kind of thinking.
It's more. It's the picture. Picture like this. That is the baby. That is the daddy. We have the mommy.
Picture of the.
Okay.
I made that way bigger than I meant to.
You'll understand.
He just looks very confused at your euphemism.
I think Ashford probably also looks confused.
Yeah, and so the fishing boats you pointed out are a little smaller than the one that he pointed to. Oops, this is too big. And so like the fishing boats are one of the smaller big boats that you can see, and then like the giant like actual like gigantic traveler passenger item or whatever you'd call it,
Frigates.
cargo ships. You know, but there was one that was in between where it's bigger than a fishing trawler, but it's not a giant passenger schooner thing.
Okay.
And the map on the screen is a little bit of the continent. The island off to the side is the island that Ramasha has been referring to. And Hazelport is the city in the little, like, crotch
Cul-de-sac.
of the continent. The continent's shaped like a bee. It's in the,
Yeah.
like, crust of the bee.
In the pit of the bee.
In the armpit of the
it's a
continent.
crotch.
It's a crotch. Armpit, whatever.
You can't call it anything else now. It's a crotch.
I mean, listen, there's a crotch of a tree. You know what I meant. Listen.
I've never even heard of the crotch of the tree.
Wait.
so-
Nah, yes you have.
Is that
No.
No,
is that why Roland's old and crotchety?
crotch of the tree. Like, boo. I just want to...
Like, boo.
Continental crotch. We're renaming the Nasty Pasty. It's now the Continental Crotch.
It's no longer Hazelport. Welcome to Continental Crotch.
Oh, no.
People in Emerald Shores are like, oh, God. It should be called Continental Crotch.
Oh, did you just sail to Continental
Am I
Crotch?
really the only... Is this my chitin moment?
Yeah, this is your chitin moment. For clarification, I didn't realize that chitin is actually pronounced chitin. I always thought for years, I've been playing Morrowind and Skyrim for years, and I always thought it was chitin.
Oh.
So anyway,
Chitin.
I grew up hearing the crotch of the tree. I guess I am wrong. Anyway.
No, doesn't make you wrong.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yep.
Sorry.
Continental Crotch.
Back
I
to
say
wherever the
Continental
hell we were.
Whew. Okay.
Hi guys,
But,
welcome to Reality
like,
Break
as
20.
everyone's kind of
Go ahead,
heading
Claire.
out. Yep. As everyone's kind of like, meandering and heading out. Well, I have to arrange who's going to be taking care of my shop while I'm gone. So I will leave you to get in touch with your people and we will catch up later.
You get in touch with your people, we'll get in touch with our people, and then we'll do brunch.
Excellent. We will be seeing you soon. I hope that you will make the right decision.
Okay, so are we making our way
Downtown?
What's that?
Nothing.
Walking
Downtown?
fast, faces past, and I'm homebound.
I'm assuming at this point they would be at the farm.
Yeah, they were going to be going to the farm. You could assume to be meeting them back for lunch or dinner. You could meet them at the farm for lunch or back at the boarding house for dinner.
Better to make plans immediately.
Okay.
As we're walking away from Olga, like once Olga's like back in her shop and out of earshot, I think Ashwin's gonna turn to Roland and Ramasha and say and be like kind of annoyed and just say, You know, I don't appreciate when you're talking about plans that involve the rest of us. Like, Roland, why do you keep pulling Ramasha out of it? Like, why can't we hear as well? We're part of this at this point. And you guys keep talking about this mission, and I know it has something to do with the Black Sails, but I think that especially since Dominic's a man now, and I'm starting to learn some fighter things, I feel like we can contribute, and I think we should know more about what is going on.
I actually agree with that because I feel like I'm just now finding out a bunch of stuff that I feel like we're close now and we should know each other a little bit better. You've experienced my birthday, but I just, we're adventuring together, and if I'm going to get on a ship with you people and trust you with my life, I'd like to know exactly what the mission is. I keep hearing you talk about it. Stupid mission.
I'm assuming I can hear this, or are you just talking to Roland?
This is
Yeah,
at
I
you.
mean, we're all talking together. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to make eye contact with Roland. Just kind of do the Robert Redford nod.
Yep. And I'm gonna pretty much do it right back.
A little bit of a
and
smirk.
I'm gonna say,
Yep.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna say, well, Masha, it's your mission that I was helping you out with, so I think it's time to let the rest of our adventuring party know about the mission.
Excellent.
Next time.
The more the merrier. Yes.
On Reality Break 20.
Yeah, we are coming right up to the end, but I mean, if you can give a less than 5-minute overview of the mission for a preview.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And go.
I mean, we could always leave it on a cliffhanger.
Sure. I mean, you can also you can be telling them about it as you walk to go meet them at the Honeydew Farm, your companions.
Let's do the anime or the show.
I think we actually want to hear it, though.
Yeah,
Yes, no, I
let's
actually
get a quick
do wanna hear
overview
it,
of
yeah.
the mission.
What's
Let's
that?
do it. Give us a quick overview of the mission. I
I
want to hear
was
that
going
too.
to do the show cutoff question that makes everybody come back next time.
Do that after you give us a quick overview of the mission.
No.
If needed to be amended by Roland.
Yeah, I'll just ask the question because it kind of leads into the rest of it.
Okay.
How do you both feel about killing pirates?
Isn't that what we're going to do anyway?
That is the point. This is what we have had to do. I save people. Anyone I could possibly get my hands on. Anyone that these slavers try to bring to the monarchies and try to enforce them into slavery for the rest of their lives, if not killing them. They themselves went to my island and enslaved my people. Not all of my people. The ones that survived. And from there, we were able to break away from them, kill them, steal their island, and we have made it into a freedom haven for those that wish to make a difference in this world and eradicate this evil. And that, my friends, is the mission. We are eliminating the black sails, one at a time. We will also be taking down the monarchies as best as possible, but we have to start slow, we have to start small, and work our way bigger and bigger, because ultimately the black sails are just a symptom of the problem. If they don't have a customer, they don't have product.
Hence why the talk about trying to get a black sail ship here. Hence why talking about using Ramasha as bait. Because they do a lot of bad things. I've seen it for decades, centuries, about the bad that they do. And when I found out what he'd been... You're fine. And when I found out what he'd been doing, I felt like I needed to help out as best as I could, even though I'd hung up my Warhammer and traveling armor a long time ago.
That does explain some of the information you've been asking for. Rumors and such that I hear at the tavern.
It is very true. we do try to keep a low key so as to keep everyone on the island safe. But we are keeping everyone there in a newfound freedom that they have never had before. They no longer have a place to go. This is why I offer it to people that seem to have nowhere else to go or no other family or such. It is a perfect place for us to build a society of people of all shapes, sizes, makes, and models to form a utopia of betterment for the world.
Now, this is why I asked if it would be safe to write to Ben, because I should probably not mention anything about the black sails or going to your island.
In case it were to be intercepted, this would not be a good idea, but we'll be helping you write the letter anyways.
So basically just tell him I'm going to the ocean?
You could say you're going on a voyage.
Taking a trip with friends.
Yes.
Because that was what the letter asked of you.
To
Was
see
to take a
faraway
trip.
lands. This would be wonderful for you, and I am very excited for you, my friend. This is an opportunity like no other. And you, Roland, this is actually kind of fulfilling your wish as well, because technically my ship belonged to the Black Sails initially.
Ooh, is that the first time you've told him
It's a
that?
better idea.
That is the first time I've said that.
So Ramasha
Yeah.
just
Wow.
said that my ship used to belong to the Black Sails.
You know, I had my curiosities. Well done. And I give him a slap on the shoulder. Well done.
Costs more feathers.
Oh, pause for a second,
If nothing
Astrid.
else, then we
Start over.
what was I even saying? I don't remember. Well, I think I like this idea better of going to the island than trying to lure them here, because if we lured them here, it would only be the 4 or 5 of us. But if we either were on the ship or we're on this island, we'll have more people and potentially be more successful with less risk, and maybe can actually capture someone and try to get information. So I understand the idea behind using Ramasha as bait and trying to get a ship here. I just think it's a better idea to go there, to go to the island, if that's kind of what you've been doing already, Ramasha.
Yes, and as far as I know, they do not actually know of me yet. But we could always say I was a former slave that happened to get away, and they happened to capture me and such. And that would work, but we're not even doing that anymore. And not at this moment. We could easily, Roland, capture a few ships at the island, because that is how we get our ships. They still think it's theirs.
I like it.
Smart.
If you want to be a little more clear, because of how not often they show up to the island.
Yeah. Because of the trade route that they have, there's not many ships that go by there. They tend to stick to their own coastlines. But when they're crossing for a long voyage, they tend to stop there to resupply, to take a rest before continuing onwards. And with that, they don't tend to see that ship again.
Smart.
But I'm hoping, dear Roland, that with this, we may already have your grandson.
Well, I'm optimistic, but still worried. It's like, I don't know what would be worse, not knowing that he's there or thinking he's there and not being there.
Is it time for the question?
Which question?
The question.
Yes,
The
your
ending question.
cliffhanger question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was actually going to say the pirate one, but I have one even better.
Okay.
Tell me, Dominique, have you ever met a bugbear?
Ooh.
Who?
How
asking this?
close?
You.
Ooh.
Dominic.
How
I didn't hear a
close-
name.
When you were in the forest, how close to the mountains did you ever go? They're to the
I would
west
have
of the
explored all
forest.
over.
They're on the western, so the forest borders the mountains to the west. You went basically
Yeah,
south,
I would have
but
explored.
so yeah. So if you want to have had a traumatic with a moment with some goblins and bugbears, that's up to you. Otherwise, you can roll for it.
Sure.
Like under
I think
10.
this supposed to be a rhetorical question.
But yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that was our cliffhanger.
But yeah,
question.
so you get to think about that as we move into our goodbye screen.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
This was amazing. I'm super excited for where our folks are headed. It sounds like they have some pretty crazy adventures up their sleeves right now, and Dominic has a question to think about for the next time. But yeah, just so that you know what to think about, I'll send you something about the mountains so that you can decide what you may have known. We'll bring that back next time. And it sounds like Olga is pretty excited to get out from under the thumb of an organization that has run her guild for too long. So I'm really excited for you guys. Look at you becoming a big happy party.
Woo!
Hugs all around.
So we're still on for next week. It's not until later on in December that we are going to be off regular campaign stuff.
Yep.
All right, folks. So catch us on YouTube Thursdays-ish.
Thursdays.
Leave your comments, leave your likes, subscribe to our YouTube so that we can build ourselves over there. Make sure you are subscribed to our TikTok so you can catch our roughly bi-weekly lives there as well. And we shall see you next week for some pretty exciting stuff with this party. I am excited for the directions you folks are headed. Let's bring some love on over to our friends at Black Tower Stories. And if anyone ever has suggestions of new folks for us to follow, please drop those in the suggestion box, drop those in the Discord, drop those anywhere you would like us to find them. And yes, agreed, we absolutely love this video made by Christy and the music made by Jeffrey. With Extraordinary Birds. Beautiful video, absolutely. We're actually going to have a super special separate video for the end screen very soon. We had a hype train tonight, you guys. Oh, what am I doing? I'm slacking on that. You guys, we had a hype train. We had a bunch of subscriptions, like Sir Guybrush Driftwood, and Jace, and Fusca, and Lil Knees, and Rosie, and Kuya. So we had so many, and then Sir William and me and Jace and Fusca were cheering. I mean, we had a nutso hype train. That was insane. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the bits. That was incredible. We love doing this. We're honored that you are here with us. We have fun and exciting things coming up to show you very soon. We have our new partnership with Dragon's Nest Delivery. We have our ongoing partnership with Hexwood Creations. Like, this is a dream come true, and you are making it possible.
Yeah, we're practically making moves in the D&D world.
Yeah.
Yeah, loving it.
Heck yeah. Hashtag I love us and hashtag we love you. Let's bring our energy on over. Bring those dice, nat 20s, over to Black Tower Stories, and we shall see you all next Tuesday.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. This is D&D.
Dynamite.
Dynamite.